fresh. Avery Sherman.
Alright. Yo, let's go. Hey, welcome back. Hey, look, what? Welcome. If you know, you know. Ha 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 ha. But no, welcome back to another episode of the Avery Sherman Podcast, man. It's me, it's him, it is I, the real trill, me, clean as a squeak host, Avery Sherman, and we here with my boy, Skitty! You know, and we finna dive right in though, cause I'm pressed for time today. But we're gonna dive right in. We still gonna kick it a little bit with y'all though. I'm low-key trying to pull this game up too as I'm talking, cause the Chiefs and the Packers the Packers and the Eagles is about to start right now. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick, but yeah, we're gonna be diving right in. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, shout out the haters and the naysayers. We here to make sure that they keep having something to hate on, and make sure that we hear who we doing it for. You know, people that's believing in themselves and taking a chance at betting on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna keep at it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really concerned with what you call that, results right now. We just putting in the work. So here we are, back again.
Instantly in bonus bets.
Game on.
The crown is yours.
Damn, I can't even watch the full screen though.
My treat today.
I gotta pull the notes up.
But I don't think they take that here.
All right,
Of course they take discount.
we back.
It's accepted at 99% of places.
Happy New Year's. This been past New Year's, past Christmas. I ain't got time to really review or update y'all on all of that. But Happy New Year's. Hope y'all had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that good stuff. What's up, little man? You feeling to come have a seat, my boy, like last episode? Not all up on me, though, dog. You getting a pass on sitting on the coat. That's good. But, yeah, so Happy Holidays, everybody. And we're going to dive right into these topics. First and foremost, an important topic, we're going to get into the LA wildfires, man. If you lost anybody in there, first and foremost, my prayers is with you and your family. I'm sorry to hear about that. It's a tragedy, obviously, a natural disaster to the world, but that I was seeing on the news maybe or some social media maybe that people are also setting fires too. I don't know if that's true or not, but if they are, it's terrible. What type of person would add to this tragedy that's happening? You know, millions of dollars in damages, I'm sure, and just a lot of land and a lot of people's homes messed up. So if you out there adding to that, that's crazy. But it's just devastating, and you wonder if like global warming or something of that nature is contributing to that or adding to that as well. But it's devastating, and we just want to say, start off with that and just send our prayers out, you know, to the family, to people who got family and loved ones out there, and to anyone who lost their life or anyone that's dealing with losing their home and any hardships from the natural disaster. Sending prayers and love and condolences out to you. We just wanted to get a start with that because that was a priority on the list. First and foremost, very important. Diving in, though, to some controversial topics. Fat Joe has been debating on Twitter. I don't know if I really want to say debating, but arguing on Twitter with foundational Black Americans. I don't know, like, where I really stand on the whole thing. Well, me personally, I don't care. I'm a chill, laid back guy. I don't really care about, you know, this guy saying the N-word or different things like that. I am a truth person. I do like the truth. and I am big on history. So I do like for things to be accurate. And I don't mind people digging and diving and offending somebody to find the accuracy of things. But it isn't the all, end all, be all. No matter whoever created hip hop, where it was first started or whatever, we a long way from there, and a lot of people are doing their version of hip hop, and it's selling, and people are liking a lot of different versions of hip hop and sounds of hip hop and styles of hip hop. So we a long way from the origination of it, but it is good to know the truth and get down to it, and I'm all for that. But as far as like Fat Joe saying the N word and him arguing with the, it's just it's a big thing. You got to go on Twitter and check it out. Foundational Black Americans. I don't know if that's gonna eventually become like a real thing of being like something that's gonna be on the little boxes on the applications or something. I don't know, but it is they do have a strong presence on Twitter, just as being like black people from the United States, proudly from the United States, and excluding blacks from other countries, and even I think I want to say like some islands that are even like protectorates of the United States, like Puerto Rico and DR, excluding blacks from there too. So Fat Joe thing is that Puerto Ricans did have a start in hip hop.
Okay.
Or Latinos or Hispanics did have a start in hip hop.
Or like a hand
in creating hip hop, making hip hop, starting hip hop.
Okay.
And FBA thing was no, they didn't. And then I guess they was offended that he said nigga, and he says nigga.
Are Hispanics allowed to say nigga?
I mean, like personally, if I had a Hispanic homie who was saying it, I do. Shit, my Carlos says. You know what I'm saying? I don't be tripping when Carlos say that shit. But if any of y'all Mexican just walked up to me and was like, hey, yo, nigger, what's up, my nigger? I'm like, I'd be like, now maybe that was racist of me to even do that accent a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Same as any other race. If anybody coming up to me saying that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus
not the word as much as like, are you actually a part of the culture? Or
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody who
right. Like if my Uncle Jason was telling a story and used it, I wouldn't think nothing of it really, But I mean, like I said, because I really don't care. I'm not built off of words and like, oh, you get offended me with the words. But if you sitting here trying to like disrespect me and intentionally trying to like, I can give you a result if that's what you're looking for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can give you a reaction. I mean, if that's what you're looking for. But so yeah, and Fat Joe just wants them to get their broke ass out of here. I guess that's what he said. They were just some broke ass niggas on Twitter. And they didn't take that too well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coming from who they could consider a white person or something like that. Yeah, dive in on Twitter though if you want to just see like the back and forth and all of that stuff. Even if you want to see like the video of Fat Joe making the comment. Another one on Twitter is like, I seen a comment. It was like, is Beyonce in a blonde wig culture appropriation? And I was like, that's a good point. You know what I'm saying? Like, because somebody was like, well, if I wore an Afro wig, it'd be an uproar. But then I was like, that's a good point. And I was standing with him like, man, Beyonce is appropriating white woman culture with the wig. But then somebody pointed out to me, someone said, no, it's not culture appropriation. Because the afro had meaning. The afro is a symbol to black people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like, a hairstyle.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like braids. It ain't like waves. Like, you see the afro, you know what that means. You know somebody either, all right, obviously just took their hair down. No, but we talking about not just a wild hair. We talking about a picked out fro. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody rocking a fro, you going to instantly know, like, you know, it's a statement being made there. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a black woman or a black man, you know.
True.
So,
But
that
then
was...
I don't know.
It's still.
Because I see they say the same thing about like white women with braids. That like the braids is like, you know what I'm saying, cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
And there ain't no symbolism behind the braids.
Yeah,
Except for that, it's just a style. That people with a certain hair type usually wear, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like then, like, cause like white people are able to get afros too if they got the right consistency.
Yeah.
It's just curly hair.
Yeah,
you know
that too.
It ain't.
That too. Definitely have seen
you know
Bob Ross,
but
even though Bob Ross was permanent his shit though.
Yeah.
But some white people could. Like, I know
it ain't exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? But they get hair that's in that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That same down there look. I don't know.
So that was interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of still do feel like the wig is cultural appropriation a little bit, but the fro definitely got meaning. So you definitely can't just pull a fro out and be like, oh yeah, woo. Like, I am gonna kind of look at that a little funny, I guess. Carson Beck, this is like breaking news to me. In college football, he's a college football quarterback for Georgia University of Georgia Bulldogs. He's gonna be transferring, and just complete surprise to me. I'm not sure why, if he's losing his job or what. I thought he was gonna go to the NFL after this season, but it's gonna be transferring up out of there. Heard he's going to be getting about like $4 million to go to Miami. So that's interesting. And then we got Kyron Lacy. Kyron Lacy unfortunately unalived somebody in a car accident, and it's a pretty unfortunate situation just because he was a up and coming wide receiver from LSU, and he was very talented. Well, I'm still very talented at this very moment. Probably not going to be able to put those talents to use, I'm assuming. And I'm not sure if he turned himself in just yet, but excuse me. I'm not sure if he turned himself in just yet, but I seen on social media that he was planning to or had made contact through his lawyer that he was about to. I wish him well, though. I think he's very respectable for him to turn himself in and take this thing on like a man. That's all he kind of can do. I mean, no, that ain't all he can do. He can go on the run and try to be a fugitive for the rest of his life. But so I applaud him for not going that route, though, because that's just going to be pretty tough. Sheesh. And then, last but not least, like I said, this was a speedy episode that I had to do here, just because my time is real short, but still want to go over these topics with you guys. We got two more real quick. It was like a word of advice, I guess, and something that I think people should just consider in their everyday life, because you always get so stuck in the thought or the, like, when you have a daughter or your girlfriend, or, you know, you think just, or even your sons, your kids, you just think to, I just want to love them and give them everything in the world, you know, and spoiling. So I guess that's a topic, spoiling. And is it good or bad to spoil, you know, and your woman or anything, you know, anything. Well, you think about one question I ask is, do you want to drink spoiled milk? Nobody wants to drink spoiled milk. Why? Because it's rotten. So, you want to spoil your teeth and your taste buds, or spoil your taste buds? Give all your taste buds everything that tastes good to them, which is usually going to be like candy, or things that are bad for your teeth. And then what happens? You got a spoiled tooth. It's rotten, and now what? It hurts. So, same thing with anytime you spoil something, it's going to become rotten. That's my theory. So don't spoil. And if you love something, you wouldn't spoil it. So, people they spoil their daughters or spoil their kids or spoil their women, and then may seem to be like, well, why is this person not appreciative? Why does this person treat me like this? Why does this person do this or that to me? And look at all the things that I do for them. Because they have become rotten from spoilage. So, the theory is just don't spoil. If you love it, don't spoil it. And then the last topic I'm going to get to, because I think this is just kind of crazy and strange and maybe I don't want to say petty, but kind of, yes, a little petty. But King versus Finesse 2 Times. King is an 11-year-old rapper, and he was signed to Finesse 2 Times label, I'm assuming, or I'm guessing. I don't really got all the details on the situation because I really wasn't paying attention. But to the whole thing, I just, know it was something that was going on. But I don't know the specifics of what business that King and Finesse 2 Times had going on. Like I said, I really didn't care. But it's on the internet, social media, that they fell apart. Now, whenever I see people that's together and then they go their separate ways, I usually always try to figure out why the folks went their separate ways, because it's interesting to me. I parted ways with a lot of people in life, and then I'm always doubling back like, damn, was it worth parting ways, or I'm always intrigued by parting of ways by people. So I go to see what's going on, and
that shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's just nuts,
Man.
And one thing I'll say is that
What it sounds like is he came across the kid, put him on for whatever reason, felt like he could rap, or you know what I'm saying, or this little badass kid is just gonna be viral.
Right.
I feel like it's ultimately a play behind it, right? He ain't just genuinely I wanna see this kid win out of, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Out of who the kid ain't nobody to you, right? So
of course.
It seemed like they was letting him do whatever he wanted, like an adult, and then he started trying to little kid him after a while, because he was living with him and stuff, and he was you know what I'm saying, from the little shit I seen, that's what Finesse 2 Times was kind of saying, was I changed my ways, and I seen that this shit wasn't really beneficial for this kid in the long run, so now I'm trying to put him on the right track. But you gave this little kid all this money and all this shit already, you know what I'm saying, a little kid, a grown person go do the same shit, he was what? You know what I'm saying?
Can I get can I borrow $5
Borrow $5?
Can I get $5? Thanks.
Oh, me. Hey, that's lit. Leave that in there too, straight up.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of to the point of spoiling. You don't already spoil the kid. Yeah,
and that's one thing. That's another thing we're spoiling, right? So if I'm in that situation, like Finesse, if I'm up, you know what I'm saying, I'm up, I could take a kid in and look out for him. I'm gonna take in regard what the kid already used to. So if the kid is already used to being spoiled, I'm gonna have to. It's like heroin. You don't just pull somebody off heroin. You gotta wean them off of it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta wean them off the spoiling if they already used to the spoiling. You know what I'm saying? Then even if you do, especially if you spoil them yourself, and then you're gonna stop. You can't just do it the next day. You gotta wean them off the spoiling. So, I definitely think that is a situation that kind of is at play. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I do think. Do I think Finesse thought about it after some time? Like, yeah, he probably got. You know, he's been through a little bit ever since he got his popularity. You know, had some things transpire. Got older over the time. You know, as you get older, you get more wisdom and stuff like that. So, I do think that he started doubling back on the thought of what he was doing with the young person. You know, that's our future. You know, I mean, you told them around having them in strip clubs or this or that or whatever was going on, but the voice memos he was sending him though is crazy. The messages is crazy. I don't know if that's really finesse or not, but them was crazy. Excuse me. Them was crazy, you know, and then that's where I just like it's out a little bit out of hand now, because you know what I'm saying, like this is a minor, but at the same time, like
that's what I got from like you talking to this little nigga like he grown.
Man, but at the same time, like well, that's why I was like, I didn't really come from this type of life. I ain't gonna lie, like I didn't come from, when I mean this type of life, I mean like when I was 11, I was being 11. I was, you know what I'm saying, like I was mischievous, but I wasn't shooting dice with grown men. I can tell you that. And and at that time when I was 11, was there 11-year-olds somewhere in the United States probably shooting dice with grown men? Yes, I'm sure there was. And that's a different world that I'm not too much sure about. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? There was a little story about a little kid in Chicago. I don't know if you ever heard about, but you know, killing. And then they ended up smoking him because they thought he was going to rat him out. You know what I'm saying? But that's a different world with these grown men and these little kids that I'm not too familiar with on the street side, what I'm speaking of. I don't know, pause shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the grown men who get involved with these little kids on the street level. Like, I'm talking about some serious street stuff, whether it's the shooting, whether the little dude know how to throw them dice. Because Cartel just swooped them up now. Cartel Hustle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They running around shooting dice with them now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? With grown men. High stakes. I seen ballin' blockers one time. I said I would never be at a dice game. Man. This is what it's going to turn to every time. Because I'm already knowing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, yeah, you can get with your brothers and get with your family. Y'all can have a good time. But on a street corner trying to make some money, like, or just at a hustle house trying to shoot, everybody coming with their money, like, I grew up seeing that too. You know what I'm saying? They used to do this at my dad's barbershop in the back room. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing big money. I'm like,
you gotta be on your shit in them games.
Now up in there, I don't think that would have been bad up in there though, because that was Eddie's. But man, years later, something did go bad up in there eventually, because he was doing it up in there for like 20-some years probably. Some eventually went bad in there. Somebody got shot in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was like, shooting dice ain't with me. Like, you ain't finna just pop me because I'm the type that's gonna crack you. Like, I'm gonna get good at this. You know, I'm gonna talk about shit. Like, So, I never understood it. And that's probably why I don't understand why Finesse is talking to him like that through the messages and voice memos, because he might know what he's playing with more than I would. He know what he dealing with more than I would. He know his opponent better than I would. You know what I'm saying? If Lil King is his opponent right now, and that's how he felt like he had to go at him, then I'm gonna assume that he must be onto something, because you know they the younger generations. You know what I'm saying? Like, they only got a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, not too far away from them somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what these young kids is doing. So, all in all, man, I wish both of them brothers just nothing but the best and stay out of jail and to stay safe. No harm done to neither one of them. And squash a little beef, man. Y'all made some money together. Y'all going y'all separate ways. Just squash the little shit. Ain't nothing really. But Go listen to Lil King and Lil RT song. They got a little song. Them little dudes, I don't want to catch them little dudes in the back alley, man. No. Straight up in the dark alley. No. They ass gonna take you down. Break you for everything you got, probably. For real. I forgot the name of their little song, but not their little song. They got a song that motherfucker doing. Then that motherfucker got 1 million views, shit. They big song. What you talking about? But that's gonna wrap it up for today, man. I'm behind schedule. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. I'm a little. I ain't gonna say I'm under the weather, but I'm under the weather. And like I said, I appreciate y'all being here with me. Stay tuned to the next episode. Keep believing in yourself. Keep fighting for what you believe in. Keep chasing your dreams. Let the naysayers and the doubters do what they do. They always gonna do what they do. And you keep doing you. Man. Maybe gonna call this one short and sweet.
The Avery Sherman Podcast.